Your Excellency, Vice President of the Republic of Namibia, Honourable Minister of Poverty and Eradication, the Governor present here, members of Parliament also present here, the Country Director of the ILO for Zimbabwe and Namibia, the Professor Marius Olivier of the University of Namibia, other officials of the Government of Namibia, representatives of the residents directors of the FAS, Frederick Ebert Foundation from Namibia and Zambia, distinguished experts from the SASPEN, Southern African Social Protection Experts Network, distinguished representatives from civil society organizations, non-governmental organizations, trade unions, employee organizations, public political parties, think tanks, research institutes, and from other universities. Representatives from the media, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. It is indeed my pleasure to welcome you to the conference on social protection for the informal economy in Namibia, on the important theme, quote, towards comprehensive social protection for the informal economy in Namibia, unquote, held here in Windhoek from 6 to 8 November and organized by the FASP, the Forum for Experts on Social Protection in Namibia. Since its inception in 2012, SASPEN has been engaging in social protection, promoting, fostering, expanding and improving social protection in the SADC region. The network provides platforms for exchange regarding social protection programs, frameworks, research and consultation, and creates networks that link participants to relevant institutions. SASPEN engages with academia, civil society, trade unions and governments and organizes conferences, workshops, seminars and public forums every year. Our flagship program is the annual SASPEN conference held in Johannesburg, the largest convening of social protection experts in the whole of the region. This is followed by country workshops until now held in Zambia, Malawi, Tanzania, Mozambique, Lesotho and Mauritius. Social protection for the informal economy is a theme that has increasingly attracted the attention of governments all over the developing world, including Africa. The government of Namibia is certainly no exception to this, as the very theme and contents of this conference suggest. In pursuing the difficult task of finding appropriate models and concrete strategies to meaningfully extend social protection to those who operate in the informal economy, African governments are among others supported by guidance provided by the African Union and the African Union Commission in particular. I refer you in this regard to SPIRE work, the AU's social protection plan for the informal economy and rural workers, with its participatory and all-inclusive focus, and its emphasis on a minimum package of social protection that should be available to everybody working in the informal economy. Social protection for informal economy workers is also a theme that is reflected in the AU social policy framework, as already mentioned, and in the AU's visionary document for the future, i.e. Agenda 2063, as well as in two new draft instruments of the AU, i.e. the draft protocol on the rights of citizens to social protection and social security, and also the draft social agenda 2063. Of course, the task of achieving social protection coverage extension to informal economy workers can only be realized on the basis of transparent and robust engagement with all relevant stakeholders, including those in the informal economy. This is indeed a contribution of this particular conference. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our pleasure and our privilege as SASPEN to welcome you to this conference. I thank you.